I'm Ben Powers from Monroe Instruments, and I'm going to show you how to conduct the verification process for the Pendulum skid tester.
The verification process is a key strength of the Pendulum test method. By testing three surfaces of known slip resistance, you can show quickly and easily that your machine is working properly and producing the numbers it should across the range of slip resistance. So any subsequent tests that you carry out, you can have really high confidence in the results that you've produced. In line with UKSRG guidance, we're going to use a prepared 96 rubber slider for this verification. So we're starting this video with a machine that is set up and leveled. The first thing that we're going to do is check the zeros. We do 3 swings, and each of those 3 swings should land on 0. If you're not getting 0, you'll need to adjust the machine to hit that 0. If you're not sure how to do this, please check out one of our other videos on the topic. Next, you're going to take a sheet of float glass, place it in the sample holder, and then a sheet of pink lapping film, and place that shiny side down, matte side up on top of the float glass. If you spray a little bit of water underneath the lapping film, it helps it stay in position. Next, I'm going to set the contact patch. If you're not sure how to do that, there's a video on that one as well. Don't worry if your lapping film curls and lifts whilst you're setting your contact patch. The important thing is that it's flat whilst you're doing the verification. With my contact patch set, I'm then going to carry out 8 swings in wet conditions and record the results from each swing. Slip group guidance is that you should achieve between 59 and 64 PTV. However, there are some newer batches of lapping film that are reading slightly higher. If in doubt, check your standard materials sheet for the value that you should be aiming for. Now we're going to remove the pink lapping film and test the float glass. Because we've removed the film, we need to recheck the contact patch and adjust if necessary. The float glass is also tested in the wet, so it will be 8 wet swings on the float glass, recording the results of each. A UK slip group guidance is that you should get between 5 and 10 on the float glass. In my experience, if you're not getting 5 or 6, it's normally because your slider isn't fully prepared and you've got some grooves in the slider edge. Next, we're going to replace the float glass plate with a pavy tile, and you can see here on the back of mine I keep a record of how many uses it's had, because this will wear out over time. Pavy tiles are certified for 100 uses, after which they need to be disposed of. Again, I'm going to check and reset the contact patch. With the contact patch set, it's then 8 swings again in wet conditions and recording the results of each. Slip group guidance is that you should achieve between 32 and 36 in the wet on the pavy tile. The final step in the verification is to repeat the zero check that we did at the beginning. Assuming that you got all of the numbers that you were expecting on those control surfaces, you're now ready to proceed to your first test. You don't need to reface the slider between verification and your first test. If you don't achieve satisfactory values during your verification, that's a cue to have a look at your machine and the slider and try and work out why you're not getting the values that you should be. It's usually that the machine isn't properly levelled or that the slider hasn't been prepared properly. You should not proceed with testing unless you have satisfactory verification values. That was how to conduct the verification process. Thanks very much for watching.